Hey everybody, I wanted to show you guys my pallet fence I built to separate the dogs from the chickens. The chickens have this quartered off section of our yard. So let me show you how we built it. All right, so basically this pallet fence is really strong because it's anchored into my original wooden fence, which is in concrete in the ground. So we actually use the pallets as a panel system, and for every 2 pallets we had another 4x4 in concrete. So the basic construction pattern is 4x4 pallet, 2x4 pallet, 4x4 pallet, 2x4 pallet. And across the top we put a 1x4, and across the bottom we put a 1x4. Now these 1x4s across the top gave us a lot of rigidity to the fence, and it gave us a frame where we could attach our chicken fence around the top. Let's go inside the fence and I'll show you what it looks like on the back side. We anchored the fence into our current wooden fence. I'd screwed in the pallet with 3.5-inch screws going in horizontally into the wood right here. We leveled this pallet up so it was perfectly level, attached a 2x4 to the side of this pallet, and then attached this pallet to the 2x4 and made sure they were level across. So once we built this panel section, I had a measurement for where my next 4x4 would go. So I would dig with post holes about 1.5 feet down, put an 8-foot 4x4 in the ground, and concrete around it. Now on this side of the yard, it's level. So all of this section, I leveled it across so they're all level. So I cut the side off of a 4x4 here to get the right angle so we could turn our fence the right direction. Now for this side of the yard, I started the fence section level, but then once the grade started sloping down, I would take each one and I would take this side of the pallet and touch the ground, go across, this pallet, touch the ground, go across, and it gave it a stair-step look to it, and it followed the contour of the ground. Now I did have to come up with some creative solutions for attaching this pallet fence to the side of the chicken coop. So I just basically cut down a pallet . Now for the gate of this fence, we went really robust. So we wanted it really strong. We took a full pallet and we put a frame of wood around it so it has 2 2x4s and a 1x4 across the top and 1x4 across the bottom. We also had to add a turnbuckle in the middle to keep the fence from sagging over time. And one really cool thing, my wife added this landscaping fabric on the underside of this top section of the pallet, and it created planters across the top of this gate. Really cool. She planted some flowers here. They look really great. We also did a really simple hinge solution with a pin and an eye bolt on the top and bottom. And to finish it off, we have a handle on the inside and outside and just a normal gate latch. Now for the outside of the gate, we have a handle, and then here's our handle for our latch. And then across the bottom, you can see where we had the continuation of this 1x4 that matches the same design we have on both sides of the fence. Now the 1x4 design across the bottom is to minimize that distance and prevent the dogs or any other animals from getting through there. And then lastly, because of the construction of the gate, it's a framed up pallet. We had gaps on each side of the gate, We blocked those gaps with these fence pieces, and I think it really dresses up the look. So one key thing to this design that makes it more secure is having pallets that have squared edges. That allows them to be directly screwed to the post or the 2x4 that adjoins the pallets together. So that's the pallet fence. It's super, super strong. I mean, if you guys are looking for a pallet fence solution, I got these pallets for free. So they're all the same size. They're all 42 inches wide, 42 inches tall. And so it was a really cheap solution for me. We spent about $150 on wood between the 4x4s and the 2x4s and the 1x4s across the top. We spent about $30 on the fencing. We did have to spend about $60 on concrete, and then we had to get staples and other fixtures for the gate. But all in all, it's a really, really affordable fence solution. So I'll leave links in the description for all the supplies that I used on this project. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them in the comment section. I hope this video is helpful for you guys if you're trying to figure out a creative way to build a pallet fence. Thanks for watching. Take care.